One low price, or one person can get 2 years for the price of one. Call today. Don't delay.
Parents of murdered children. 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Bud Van Dyke. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the young ladies here in Landview, but since I've been gone, they've all gotten prettier.
Thanks. I could use a compliment these days. You're not too bad yourself.
Yeah, I was a little worried about this meeting, though. I didn't want anybody to know I was in town, and now 3 people do. Why did Ace want us to get together?
Because we've got a crisis on our hands, and his name is Richard Abbott.
The ambassador's assassination...
You dare hang up on me?
I'll
Where do you get
right
off?
back.
Where the hell do you get off ever hanging up on Asa Buchanan?
Don't people do that to you all the time?
Abbott, you're in town one day. You've caused me more trouble than you are worth.
Right now, I'm trying to get out your newspaper.
Not the Rinaldi story. I gave you an order, obey it.
I told you I wasn't going to put it in tomorrow's edition.
No edition ever in your lifetime.
Man, oh man, I'm onto something hotter than a race car radiator, aren't I?
Sweetheart, the boys are not feeling badly. They're just curious.
Heaven knows I have put them through a lot, and they've come through wonderfully. But I really don't know how to answer them on this one. Mommy, why is Aunt Tina living in our house? When are we going home?
Honey, they're not crying about it. They're fine. They're fine.
Maybe I'm projecting because I'm crying to go home. And instead, we are going to Landfair as guests at a party.
Look, we will be back in our home very soon.
I know. It's going to take every ounce of my resolve tonight not to pitch Tina out on her golden earlobes.
Great. Little Nell tossed out into the cold, huh?
That's right. I could just see the headlines. Poor, poor Tina.
Did I hear my name? I told Adam I knew where the living room was. Hello?
Tina, to what do we owe this extremely dubious honor?
What'd you do? Find another secret document that entitles you to Ace's house, too?
Look, if I could have stopped off at the florist and bought an olive branch so I could come in here waving it, I would have. Come on. I'm tired of this feud between us. Wouldn't you like to just put it all behind us? I know I would, and I know you will, too, once you hear my offer.
Yo, Rob, shift's over.
Overtime's over. Come with us to Elmo's?
Come on, grab your jacket, let's roll.
Come on, it's a live band. Well, come on. If we don't go soon, that means we won't get a table.
Lisa, you get the feeling we're talking to a tree?
Rob, are you okay?
You know who I just talked to on the phone? I just talked to the manager of the Burnin' Inn. I mean, my Burnin' Inn, right? Yeah. I own the place now, right? Well, this guy says to me, hey, I had plans to quit, you know, and then your mother died, and out of loyalty to her, I thought I'd stick around. But now since you're taking care of it, I gotta go.
Oh, great.
Oh, you mean immediately?
I mean, like yesterday, immediately. What am I gonna do? I gotta go to classes, I gotta work here. My days are full. How the hell am I supposed to run a hotel at the same time?
Oh, you could. If you never sleep again.
I don't know. I guess the thing is like to get a part-time guy, you know, to come in to work the place until I find a full-time manager.
Call an employment agency in the morning. How about that?
Josh, I don't think so. I don't think it's as easy as that. I mean, what if I get somebody who just runs the thing right into the dirt in 2 weeks? I mean, I wouldn't know the difference until it was done.
But you must have learned something from your mom about it. Come on.
Yeah, your dad. He used to own a string of hotels, right?
But I didn't listen to that word they said. I wasn't interested in that.
Well, maybe you listen more than you realize.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Well, look, why don't you just forget about it for tonight? Start fresh tomorrow and come out with us.
Yeah, come on, have some fun. It can't hurt.
Is Cassie gonna be there?
I have no idea, Rob.
Yeah, right. Well, doesn't make any difference anyways. We're gonna run into each other eventually, right? Okay. Look, why don't you guys go? I'm gonna call this sucker back up, and I'm gonna see if I can't get him to stay. And if I can, then I'll head over. If I can't, I don't know what, all right?
All right, hope you can make it. Good luck.
We're gonna save a seat for you anyway.
All right, see you. Hi, yeah, it's Rob Coronel. Is Arnie there? Yeah, Arnie, hi. Yeah, it's Rob. Yeah, look, is there any chance that you can just hang out for a little while? I mean, just till I find another manager. No. No, just a couple of days, not a couple of... Okay, fine. You want to talk tomorrow? All right, tomorrow morning. Look, Arnie, man, it would be a real big help to me. I'll give you a bonus or something. Yes, I know that money doesn't mean that much. Okay, fine. All right, fine. I'll talk to you tomorrow then, okay? All right.
Oh, Rob.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, I'm glad you're still here. Listen, I need some help. I want to move some files down to the basement.
Larry, I cannot be your errand boy on top of everything else.
Look, we're a family, so let's start acting like one. Look, it took all my courage I had to come here this evening. I should be at home, with all my last-minute party preparations.
Please don't let us stop you.
Look, I just had this wonderful idea, so I dropped everything and came over here to talk to you.
We have already heard it, Tina. Your pal, Maggie DeLakian, stopped by with your offer, your generous offer of a settlement.
And I'm sorry you didn't accept it. Don't you think it's a shame that we have to settle everything in court?
That is hardly our choice.
Besides, aren't one of you going to thank me for stopping Stephen Domino? Look, I know I couldn't have done it without Richard, but, well, you did hear about it, didn't you?
Oh, yes, and we're very grateful that Domino didn't get out of the country with all of the Lord assets. But, you know, that's just another example of your greed, Tina. If you had hired a respectable attorney in the first place, maybe he would have tried to steal everything that belongs to Vicky.
You know, our father, Victor Lord, trusted me to run the Lord estate if Vicky should ever become mentally ill again. And she did, and I am. And we are fighting again, which is not why I am here.
Tina, quickly, in as few words as possible, what do you want?
I'm here to make you an offer, one which you are really going to like, because you must know by now that you're just in the way here.
We are?
Pamela and Asa are trying to repair their marriage. They need privacy.
This mansion has 34 rooms. We have all the privacy we need. But don't let me stop you. You
Wait a
go
minute.
on.
If you're leading up to offering us the West Wing, I think you can forget it. It's out of the question.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that would
speaking
never
of
work.
privacy.
No, it would never work.
No.
Oh, then you're going to give us our house back.
You know, there's just no way to negotiate with you, is there? Look, I am here out of the goodness of my heart, and because I love you two so much, I'm here to offer you the carriage house to live in.
You're onto nothing, boy. Nothing but the story of a dead man you refuse to leave in peace. Poor Cassie comes over, crying her eyes out about this.
Yeah, I talked to Cassie. She was pretty upset.
What is your problem? You know, any feelings? Or maybe that's it. Maybe you belong to the National Intruder with the rest of that scum.
And since when does Asa Buchanan care more about people's feelings than money? Now, when you called me in Paris, and since I've come back to town, all you talked about was the banner's drop in circulation, right?
Right, you're a bright boy. Raising circulation somewhere else, not by raising the dead.
But I don't think David Rinaldi's dead. That's the whole point. Now, if you'd let me put some reporters on it and follow it through...
You do that, boy, and you're out.
You know, reporters learn along the way that when people overreact, there's usually a hidden reason.
Let me tell you something. You have never cared about anyone or anything in this town. You come back, your first act, cause pain.
Look, it's obvious to me that there's a hidden reason for your temper and Cassie's.
Have you listened to any damn thing I've been saying?
Look, if you or Cassie would just level with me, I'd probably drop the story. As long as there was a good reason, of course. So why don't you just tell me the truth, Asa? Why do you want me to kill this story?
All right. You got a reputation as being a very intelligent young man. Maybe you'll listen to reason. I'm killing the story because the man is already killed. His family has been through enough. I don't want to suffer anymore. It is over. I am the owner. I'm your boss. Forget the Rinaldi story. Oh, if you mention Rinaldi's name at your welcome home party tonight, I will personally pull the mat right out from underneath your feet. Yeah!
Briggs, it's Abbott. I got a new story for tomorrow's edition. Yeah, I'll get it to you as soon as I can. I'm writing it up right now.
So Richard hung up on Asa. And then Asa decided he was going to go down to the Banner to have it out with him, and I don't know if he'll be able to stop Richard.
Great. Sounds like a case of overkill. The more you two scream, the more he thinks he's right.
What else are we supposed to do?
Well, start over. Try tears, you know. My father's dead. I can't go through this again.
Brad,
Richard,
I already
please.
tried that, and it didn't work.
Well, as I recall, he was an arrogant son of a gun, but he had a soft heart. Maybe you can get through to it, get him to kill his story. If not, I don't know.
No, I'll do it. Somehow, I promise. Listen, you came over here because you saw those ads that Asa was running in the paper?
Yeah, I was worried that some other foreign agents might see them and start asking questions. Meanwhile, David and Jenny are probably living happily ever after somewhere else, totally unaware.
Is there any way to contact them?
Yeah. Jenny and I made a pact that if something went wrong, if either one of us were in trouble, we'd contact each other through the personal column of the National Intruder. But she hasn't responded. I'm afraid maybe she's living in Europe, someplace where the intruder isn't that easy to get a hold of.
Unless something has happened to them and maybe it's too late.
Please, I'm driving myself crazy thinking about that one. Just be logical here. No news is good news. They're probably fine.
I hope so. I've had enough tragic news happen to me lately.
Why? What's going on in your life?
Well, for one thing, Rob and I just got divorced.
But I think it could work out so well. And, you know, I miss Kevin and Joey. I miss their laughter in the garden. And the treehouse looks so lonesome without them.
Tina, since we are a family of 4, and you are an adjunct of 1, wouldn't it make a great deal more sense for us to live in the main house and you to live in the carriage house?
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. But you've had the main house to yourself all these years. I've only had it for less than 2 months.
Oh, honey, why are you even discussing this with her? It is absolutely ludicrous.
Darling, just a minute.
No, this little tramp comes to town, ruins our lives, and she's not through yet. And she's not going to be through until she has taken every dime that Victor ever made, every dime you've ever made. Hell, when we're dead and buried, she'll probably have us dug back up to make sure we're not wearing any jewelry.
Now, wait, just
stop. Both of you, stop.
You know, I don't even know why I bother. We are enemies, and that's all we're ever going to be.
And whose fault is that?
It's mine initially, but only initially. Tina, I am very sorry that I did not welcome you with open arms as my sister a long time ago, but you cannot justify everything you have said and done since then as a reaction to my behavior.
It's not just your behavior. It's our father's behavior, too. I got absolutely nothing from him. No warmth, no affection, no love, none of his wealth. But it is now my turn, Vicky. And there is nothing wrong with wanting that or going after it. And look at you, huh? You think it's fine for you to offer me this little settlement, huh? But you are just so shocked that I might have the gall to offer you one. And I'm the one who has to justify my behavior? I hope you both will still come to the party. For Richard's sake, you'll be welcome in my house.
Hey, just think of me as Santa.
Be careful. No, I thought you were going to get it. I didn't know Christmas was going to get here before you. You know how long I've been waiting?
Hey, relax, baby, okay? We still got some time. It's a little hard to get your hands on some of this stuff when the cops are all over the place, you know?
Got everything I need?
Yeah, you got your plastique, you got your wire, you got your battery, you got your, clock.
Great.
Everything it takes to make a bomb. Are you sure you can make this thing without blowing it up in our face, right?
Sick. I majored in bomb building in 2nd grade. Now, what we gotta do is get over to land fair as soon as possible and get into the secret room, okay?
Right, then we make the bomb, then we set the timer, then we get out of there, right?
We get rid of all the people we hate, and then we head to Mexico.
Hear that? Well, when I left, you two were very much in love. What happened?
We don't have time to talk about it right now, Brad.
Whoa, I'm not going anywhere, are you?
I'm supposed to go to this party for Richard at Land Fair, and Tina's giving it. I don't really want to go, but I know it'll be a good chance for me to talk to him.
Yeah, well, I'd hate for you to pass that up. Man, can you believe it? Tina and Land Fair?
Yeah, I know. So what about you? How are you doing?
Well, we'll get into that later. Well, come on. You and Rob, what happened?
You heard that Laurel was killed, right?
Yes, I did. I imagine Rob fell apart.
Well, everyone thought it was Ivan Kipling who did it, and I knew that it wasn't him, and I guess that's basically what started it. After that, we just got further and further apart.
You couldn't find your way back together. Yeah, I know that story by heart.
Well, I mean, once you've lost something, it's kind of hard to recapture it.
You can get it back if you want to.
Yeah. I don't know if I do. I mean, part of me feels like a failure with Rob, but the other part of me is really angry at him.
Well, you know, once you sort through those emotions, you might realize it is just pain, not anger, not hate. You'll be able to talk to each other.
So you think that I should just hang out and not go out with anybody else?
Well, no, I think you should date, you know, be available. And if you do fall in love with somebody else, you realize you and Rob made a mistake.
I can't imagine myself falling in love with anybody else. Even though I know everybody does it eventually.
Come on, it's pain. That's all. You get through it. Life goes on. You were looking at the walking, talking, living example of that.
And you're a lot nicer than you used to be.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Well, if you want my advice. Do you want my advice?
I'll listen to anything at this point.
All right. Keep in touch. Maintain contact. Be friends. Or did you end on a bitter note?
No, we parted friendly.
All right. Well, you know, don't keep too distant. Otherwise, it'll be harder to get back together. Give me a call now and then.
Yeah. I always wonder how he's doing anyway. You know what's happened since...
Yeah, of course you do. You care about him.
But I don't think he feels the same way.
He loved you. I'm sure he still does. You know, he might bluster a little at first, but he'll be glad you called. And who knows, in time, and it may work out.
Thanks, Brad. You're the only one that's made me feel better since the divorce.
Well, glad to be of service. But right now, I think the most important thing for you to do is get to that party and turn on the tears for Richard. See if you can get him to kill that rumor about David being alive.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm going to try anything that I have to, but I will take care of it. Don't worry. I've got some time before the party, and I think I might try to run into Rob accidentally.
Hey, come on, Rob, take it easy. Now, I know what your problem is. I'll bet you anything. It's the Vernon Inn, am I right?
Yes, it's the Vernon Inn. I mean, you talk to Mom about that place. There's got to be 53 problems a day over there.
Yes, at least, sure.
Well, how am I going to handle that?
Come on, Rob, you're a bright young man, and you're good with people. And if Martha could make a deal out of it, and your mother could work it out, well...
I guess it's like tradition in our family, huh? Think it's in my genes?
Listen, if you want to try and make a go of it, fine. What about you wanting to be a doctor?
Oh, see, I wanted to ask you about that. What do you think? Do you think that maybe I can do both, you know, like work and go to classes and run the hotel? That's what I thought.
Look, Rob, I am the one who got you involved in medicine, and you can understand where my sentiments lie. On the other hand, if you feel that you could be happy running the hotel, then go for it.
It's not that. It's just that, I don't know, a couple days ago, after Cassie and I got divorced, the only thing that I could think of that was good out of the entire ordeal was that I was free from everything. All I had was free time and, no responsibility to anybody but myself. And all of a sudden, I've got a staff of 30 people and 70 guests I've got to worry about.
Come on. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. You don't even have to move the files.
I can't, Larry. I gotta do something. I don't know what, but I gotta do something.
Wait until tomorrow, Rob. Maybe contact some employment agencies. Put the whole thing out of your mind. At least let your subconscious deal with it tonight.
Okay. Okay, you convinced me. I'll do that. I just don't want to get any coffee. I want to get a beer, I think.
Hey, whatever.
Okay. Oh, look, how have you been lately?
To tell you the truth, I'm really upset. I'm upset that Tracy is still out there running around.
Yeah. I guess a bunch of heads over at the police department are going to roll over this one.
Yeah, what scares me is that other heads are going to roll first.
Of course I'm going to the party. You don't think she deliberately came here to upset us so we wouldn't go, do you?
That's a thought.
Darling, she's serious. That's what makes this all so sad.
Not sad, honey. I wouldn't exactly think about anything sad with Tina.
It is sad that anyone's logic could be that convoluted.
Well, that I will go along with.
Okay, you two are taking over the banner right away. Vacation over.
What happened, Pa?
Hasn't happened yet, but I got a feeling in my bones it's about to. Abbott and I are at war. He's not going to back down. I'm going to blow him out of the bunker.
Hey, so hold on a minute. Richard's only been at work for one day. What could he have possibly done in that space of time?
I told him. I ordered him. I begged him, Vicky, not to release a certain story. He's going to do it anyway.
Well, that sounds just like the Richard I've always known and loved.
What's the issue?
Never mind. Just tell him you agree with me It just might help.
Paul, we can't agree until we know what the hell you're talking about.
He heard some rumor in Europe that Rinaldi's still alive.
David Rinaldi? That's very interesting. Everyone was wondering about his body disappearing from the morgue.
It's a very intriguing theory.
What are you two saying, that you agree with Abbott?
No, but as journalists, we probably think like he does.
Well, stop thinking as journalists. Start thinking as human beings dealing with somebody's life.
Whose life?
I was afraid it was going to come to this. I suppose I'm going to have to tell you two. You know, trying to keep this story a secret from all over town will be all over town.
Would you start making sense, please?
Rinaldi is alive. He and Jenny are living together somewhere.
Yeah, you can pick a lock slicker than any man I ever saw.
1986, Dick.
This is amazing.
Good grief, she has redecorated this whole place. Thank God I brought my own pliers.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that secret room, man. Mitch used to talk about it all the time. Vicky Buchanan talked about it. I mean,
voice.
Nikki. What?
Lower your voice.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, I'll have tea for two, please.
Hey, come a few bars.
Sorry.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Maggie, I'm so glad we had this opportunity to talk before the party. I mean, this is really going to be an opportunity for you to meet some of Landview's most important people.
Tina, I can't come.
No, you're kidding.
No, I gotta go back to the office. I mean, Thomas Stickley and Tracy James are still running around somewhere.
No, yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. What's wrong with the police?
Don't get me started, okay? I just came over here just to say I'm sorry I can't come and for you to have a lovely evening.
That's going to be difficult. Although I am not going to let Vicky and Clint spoil it for me.
Tina, when we met in the driveway, did you have a few tears in your eyes?
Well, I'm not going to cry any more tears over them, that's for sure. I'm going to be just as vindictive as they are. You know, I had this really wonderful idea, right? And so I went over there all excited to talk to them, and what did I get? I got another tirade.
I know, they gave me the same thing.
Girls, come on. There are 900 other rooms to
I
talk
offered
in.
them to live in the carriage house. I mean, how much more generous can I be, right? I mean, it's not like I offered them the gardener's shed or anything.
Oh, this is making me nervous, Dick. Every time Tina starts talking about how abused she is, she never stops.
What in the hell are we gonna do then?
Maggie, what do you think? Am I wasting my time? Do I have a chance of winning this?
Oh, yes, you have some chance, yes. But I wouldn't tell the post office that you're gonna move in here permanently quite yet.
Why can't things ever go my way?
Well, Tina, don't get down right before the party starts. Now you gotta be up. You gotta look like you belong in Landfair.
Yeah, I do. And you're right. So I'm just going to take my mind off of Vicky and Clint completely. And I'm just going to think of the wonderful party that I'm going to throw for Richard.
Now we got a chance.
You know, and I'm going to be just a smashing success at this party. And everybody here is going to think totally different of me, that's for sure. Why do I think this is trouble?
But then again, it could be good.
Yeah, not the way my life's been going. Hello?
Tina, it's Richard.
Oh, hi, Richard. It's wonderful to hear your voice.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, nothing to worry about. I'm just a little down at the moment. But as soon as you get home and I see you and the party starts, then everything will be all right.
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be there. There's a crisis at the paper.
Richard, there is a crisis in my life right now. You can't desert me, not for your own party.
Whoa, slow down.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now, just what is the problem at the Banner?
Well, it might clear itself up within an hour, and then again, it may take longer.
Well, you won't be too late, will you?
Tina, there's an off chance I might not make it at all.
No! No, Richard, please, that's not possible.
Look, I just don't know. But I wanted to warn you. Now, I'll do everything I can to get there, I promise.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling, Richard, and I hope you'll be home soon, okay? Bye-bye. I think I'm gonna kill myself. I'm just gonna have to call the whole party off.
Oh, no, you're not, Tina. You're gonna have that party if I have to force you at gunpoint.
Well, Pa, this story sure answers a lot of questions. Like why Jenny suddenly married Brad Vernon.
And left town all of a sudden as well. You did stop the ads looking for her, didn't you?
Yes, once I was convinced it was the truth.
Well, who told you all this?
We'll get into that later if I have to. The issue now is Richard. He's going to follow the rumor.
Well, sure. If he's investigating something, he's not going to stop until he's got the answer.
No, he's got a lot of determination.
Well, that's why you two have to take over the banner before he starts.
Asa, that won't make any difference. He'll do it on his own. I think the only way now is if I go to him and ask him not to do it as a personal favor.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Sherman. I'm a copy boy over at the banner.
Oh, yeah, Sherman, we know you. What's up?
Mr. Abbott told me to rush this over to Mr. Buchanan. It's a mock-up of tomorrow's edition, Section C.
Now there it is. Black and white. Is David Rinaldi really dead?
Is there a message for Mr. Abbott, sir?
There sure as hell is.
Which we will deliver later. Thank you, Sherman.
Sure thing.
Old Abbott told me something. This would not be in tomorrow's edition.
Asa, you got him very angry and very curious. He's baiting you.
Right. Now, so how do we unbait him? What if he catches up with David and Jenny? This is some story. Landview will be crawling with commies asking questions.
Yeah, not to mention a lot of NSB agents.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going over there and throw him out on his
No, Pa, no, you're not. Will you just calm down? Every 5 minutes, someone is going hysterical in this family. I mean, 5 minutes ago, it was me yelling at Tina.
Tina was in my house?
Oh, that's wonderful, sweetheart. Your father's really calm now.
What the hell could she want here?
She was very concerned about you and Pamela's privacy, and she offered Vicky and I to live in the carriage house.
I can just deal with one snake at a time. Back to Richard.
Honey, do you think maybe you could sway him on a personal basis?
Well, I don't really see that we have any other choice if I can do it in a way that doesn't make him more suspicious.
Well, how about something like this? You know, that losing Jenny was really rough, but at least now she's safe, and if he keeps pushing this thing, it's just going to be, you know, that kind of thing.
Cause more pain, you mean?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. He's going to feel pain if he doesn't back off.
Oh, Paul, will you just relax, huh? Think about the party.
The party? Tina Lord is throwing for Richard Abbott? All night I'll be wondering which one to throttle first. That is one hell of a party.
Look, all my plans and... Oh, no. Norman Kubrin.
Norman Kubrin? Who's that?
Maggie, he's a pianist. He is the pianist at the Waldorf Astoria in New York. Look, I paid a great deal of money to have him play here at this party, and now it's just going to be a very expensive private recital.
Tina, I do not think that you should cancel. Now, my impression from that phone call is that he's going to be late, but he's eventually going to come. I mean, this whole party is for him.
Yeah, the food, the liquor, the caterers, what? And no guest of honor, huh? It's going to be all over town, and everybody's going to think that I just made Richard up.
Well, Tina, you're getting defensive again.
You're right. Besides, I can't cancel right now. Because besides showing off Richard, I wanted to show off this wonderful decorating job. And at least my carpets and my new drapes won't desert me.
Well, Tina, I'm very sorry I can't make it, but I've got to get back to the office.
I know. Thanks for your moral support. Weren't for you, I think I would have caved in.
Somehow I doubt that.
Move. Get her out of here. Close the door.
Okay, now. In a few seconds, we'll get to the secret room.
So, when I surprised Dad and came back to Landview, I thought I'd be surprising Carla, too. But they had already split. And Lisa, the man never goes out.
I don't see how we'd have time in this town to do anything but work.
Yeah, well, your dad owns a big pharmaceutical company, and he doesn't only work.
That's what Mom says. I don't know. It seems every night he's got some meeting or the other.
Tell me about their relationship, your mom and dad's.
Oh, I haven't been home in a long time. I guess they're polite to each other, even loving. But I never saw them as the world's best romance, you know. I really admire Mom. I couldn't stay living with a man who spent 90% of his energy just making money.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, right.
Hey,
Right.
nice surprise.
Hey, man, does this mean all your problems are okay now?
Nope, means I'm ignoring him.
Oh.
Let me see that.
Oh, no, hasn't started yet, just in time.
Great. Waiter, wait, hey, can I get a beer or something like that?
Yeah, another round here, please.
You got it.
Say, Rob, I see a very attractive lady over there. Looks unattached. Looks like your type.
How would you know what my type is? I don't even...
Oh, she's just small and dark, you know, a little bit like Cassie.
Uh-huh. Exactly the type I don't need right now. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Okay, moving right along. There is a 6-foot Amazon.
Okay, can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention, please? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Tonight, let me tell you, you having a good time tonight? Yeah. Oh, I said, are you having a good time tonight? All right, all right, all right, all right. That is a crowd I have grown to know and love so well. Am I right? One more time. Yeah, okay. All right, everybody, just settle down here for a minute. Settle down, because in about another minute, we're going to have one of the hottest rock and roll bands in the world to come along for a very long time.
What are you thinking about?
Nothing. I guess I'm thinking about David and Jenny and the fact they left town safely.
Yes, finally, it seems like everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Look, I know you're sad about your dad.
I guess you, of all people, would understand that, right?
It's a little strange, isn't it, how everything kind of came together, everything so common with us. I mean, our fathers leaving us like that.
Maybe it's our fate. I couldn't have done it without you.
I couldn't have done anything without you either. What are we doing here?
I guess we wanted some quiet time in a quiet place.
Well, I can think of a quieter place than this. Like our bed.
I have to twist my arm a little bit.
Put the phone off the hook. And lock the doors and all the windows and put the cat out and just have fun for 3 days. What do you say?
I don't think we'll say anything. I think the only thing we need to talk about from now on is our future together.
Let's go, huh?
On All My Children.
If either one of you try to pull another trick on Erica and me, I'll be sorry.
And on General Hospital.
You've got to change your mind and defend him.
I don't believe Kevin.
Please, I'm begging you, Jake. Please.
Can Jake turn his back on a man charged with murder? All My Children, General Hospital.
They're great. That's great.
No, I caught it on my way in. Really? So how's everybody doing?
Terrific. That's me.
Pretty good.
Listen, we are on our way to the bar to talk to a friend.
Yes.
Thus,
Wait a second. You don't have to leave because of me. I just came by to say hi.
and we came to say goodbye.
It's okay. Ciao.
How you been?
I don't know.
Yeah. You want a drink or something?
Well, no, I have to get going. I'm going to a party for Richard Abbott tonight.
Who's that?
It's a long story, but he's Vicky's cousin. And Tina's giving it at Land Fair, so Vicky and Clint will be there and everything.
Who you taking for a date? Forget it, I didn't ask, I'm sorry.
I'm not going.
I don't want to know, don't tell me, I didn't ask.
Rob, you really think I would start dating other guys so soon? I mean...
I would know.
Well, I guess I'll be early.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything, okay? I know you gotta be in a lot of pain, like me.
Okay. So how are you doing?
Well, I'm not too bad. I'm a little panicky right now. My manager over at the Vernon Inn just quit on me today and left me with the entire thing to take care of.
Well, don't you want to be manager?
Well, I don't know. I never considered it before. But see, I just thought that I was just gonna, sit back and just go to the bank with all the money. But now I'm in charge of everything.
It's going to be pretty tough, managing the hotel and staying in medicine together, don't you think?
Impossible, I think.
Well, I think that maybe you should...
What?
I don't think it really matters what I think anymore, right?
Cassie, I need all the friendly opinions I can get.
Not that you ever listened anyway.
Well, maybe now that we're divorced, I will.
Oh, here you are.
Hey, babe, how are you?
Sweetie, listen.
Well, yeah.
Did you forget about the party at Landfair?
Yeah, didn't you get my message about my canceling?
No. Well, if you're not going to go, I might as well, just stay home.
Oh, come on. Me and Clint and Vicky are going to be there.
Yes, and they need our support. Our support.
Yeah, I just don't want to leave the hospital tonight.
Sweetheart, you are not the only doctor on duty.
No, it's not that. It's just that this guy Stick and Tracy are out there. I'm afraid they might show up at the hospital.
Oh, so you're going to run from floor to floor and protect the staff and all the patients. Honey, I'm sorry, and I want to tell you the truth without sounding sarcastic, but...
Yeah, go on.
The hospital will be a lot safer if you are not here.
All right, you're right.
All right.
So we have to spend the evening with people we don't like.
Yes, like Tina.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, Landfair will probably be very safe because I don't think Tracy or Stick would dare go back there.
Well, I wouldn't bet on what Tracy might or might not do. Do you ever get tired of being so infuriatingly correct all the
Oh,
time?
honey, I can't help it when you're always wrong.
Yeah, I can tell you what we'll do. We'll go out. I'll check out of here, go over to my place. I'll change, and then... Are we really spending a whole evening with Tina?
Oh, yes, and Vicky and Clint.
Because they need our support.
Our support.
Our support.
Got that?
Walk
Okay.
this way.
Tracy, it's almost 8:30. We still gotta make the bombing and get out of there in time. There's not gonna be enough time.
Look, if we can get in the secret room in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be all right.
I don't want you hurrying while you're making that bomb.
They're not going to blow us up, Stick. Okay, look, now we are the victors in this world, not the victims.
Oh, conquering Mexico is gonna be a gas with you, babe.
Yes, I'm still here.
Tina.
Richard! Oh, you're here. I was just calling to try to find you out. Hello, he's here, bud. Well, I'm so happy to see you. I figured you must be at the Banner, so I figured you had to be there somewhere.
Yeah, well, the crisis just faded away. Let's hope it doesn't follow me to the party.
Oh, please don't say that. We don't want a crisis right in the middle of it.
Oh, everything will be fine.
Stick, move it.
God, he might come up here. Let's get out of here.
Well, it's time to get dressed. Richard, what do you keep looking at over here?
Oh, I don't know. This room, it just feels creepy to me.
What? You don't like the way I decorated it?
Oh, it's not that. It's that secret room. I mean, I keep thinking someone's going to open that panel by mistake. I mean, it's so obvious to me now that it's not a real wall.
I think you've been an investigative reporter too long.
Why didn't you just have the whole setup unhooked?
Why should I?
Because it's a creepy place, for one thing, that your father used to do bad things in. Like spy on people. And what if one of the kids got in there by mistake? And you couldn't find them? I don't know. I just don't like it.
Oh, all right, I'll tell you what. Okay, why don't I have the electrician come over and he can just seal it up right away. I mean, even before the guests come. And that way you'll feel better and so will Vicky. In fact, I think I'm going to make a point of telling her that I had it sealed just to get rid of all the bad memories.
That would be a very nice gesture, Tina. And on that note, I think I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah. Oh, Richard. Wait. I've been having kind of bad luck lately and everything. Are you sure this crisis isn't going to carry over into my party?
Oh, it'll be here, all right. But I hope either one of them won't bother to...
What? Oh, what, you invited people I don't know here?
Asa Buchanan and Cassie Coronel are on your guest list, aren't they?
Asa is perpetual pain in the neck in my life here. What's he doing to you?
He's trying to tell me how to be editor of the Banner. After hiring me to be editor of the Banner.
Very typical. Typical of Asa. I hope you're standing up to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, while he threatens to fire me and all. But I'm sure that Clint and Vicky will back me up.
I wouldn't count on it. I mean, I am a bruised example of the sort of help you can get from them in a crunch.
Well, you don't look too bruised to me. In fact, you look awfully good from where I stand.
Well, thank you. It certainly perked me right up.
Good. So, can I take my shower now?
Yeah. Oh. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Oh, Jimmy, great you're there. Yeah, it's Tina Lord. Look, I have an emergency electrical situation here that I need to take care of. Could you come over right away? Jimmy, I know what time it is. Look, I am planning this really important party tonight, and, well, it has to be done immediately. I'll pay you triple overtime. Somehow I knew you'd say that. So I'll see you in a few minutes? What? Oh, really? It's nothing complicated at all. I just want you to sever the wires of the secret room. Jimmy, so what if I changed my mind? Just hurry, okay? Okay, bye-bye. No stopping, no talking, just get into the room.
All right, it's open. Tim.
Boy, it's too bad she spent so much money redecorating this place since around 10 o'clock. It's all gonna look like the east side of Detroit. Ah.
This is Kathleen Sullivan. The latest on the investigation of the bombing of TWA Flight 840 tomorrow on ABC's World News This Morning before Good Morning America.
Sunday at 7, 6 Central, a bizarre accident turns an average father into a superhero beyond his son's imagination. I-Man on the Disney Sunday movie. Then Roy Scheider's the target in one of the greatest aerial duels ever on the network television premiere of Blue Thunder, the ABC Sunday night movie. Terry begs Jake to help her husband. Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News brief next.